Sismarz! Marikix! Bestie! Wait, I have Chika!
Hello everyone, I am Freed Albert, your new favorite podcaster.
And hey, it's Day. I am your social larang Chikadora, giving you the latest chika from south to north.
And this is Uy, I have Chika.
Oh my God. Nag-grow na sa akin yung ating intro. Like, ang tagal na natin ginagawa to.
Yes.
And ang daming nangyari sa August. I don't know if you can feel it, but
Sobra.
whew, with me, parang it's all play and fun because it's summer for me. But
Yeah,
like,
summer vacation.
but like for you, like there's a lot of things happening that is kind of changing your life a little bit.
Yeah, I'm on college on. Basta nagka-college na po ako, my classes started na. And I can feel it really na. The pressure.
Is
It's
it
like,
hard?
I don't know. As of this recording, hindi pa ako official classes, hindi pa nagsa-start. So,
Medyo
let's see.
kinakabahan ako, pero I feel like it would be nice. And speaking of changes, there are changes that's gonna happen next year as
Yes.
there is a new election, presidential election in May 2022. So in this episode, we kind of want to inform you of the things you can do in order to be part of this election. And
Yes.
adulting stuff.
Yes, coming of age, ganun. Tsaka, since this is the last week of August, this also means na there's only 1 month left for voters registration because the last yung last registration day is on September 30, 2021. So, we're encouraging you guys to register to vote if you haven't.
And kung hindi pa kayo nako-convince na you really need to register to vote and to be part of the 2022 presidential elections, we guess you need to really listen to this podcast.
Yes.
'Cause
And
we want you to be sorry, I just want to say na we want you to be aware because this is our future. This is the future of our country. So, yeah, go listen.
And before we start discussing more about it, we just want to say this is a disclaimer na everything we will say is our own opinions and based on what we know, and it doesn't reflect our organizations or institutions that we are in. It does not reflect theirs. So, yun, please take this as our own lang. And also, we are open for discussions and criticisms or corrections if we may say something na you think is not right or against what you know or different from what you know. We are open for discussions at the comment sections or in our own social media accounts.
Yeah,
Ayun.
because we're not claiming na we know everything because we don't. It's just that we feel like we are aware of the things that's happening. So, yeah.
Yes, like as we should naman na
Yeah.
we should really be politically aware, especially at this point in time.
Yeah. And kanina pa natin sinasabi na it is important, it is just right to do it. It is really important to register to vote. But what
Yes.
is really the importance of registering to vote?
For me, the importance of being a voter and an active voter is that we will be an active citizen of this country, and we really need it right now. Your participation, especially in what's happening in our country, it really showed how lacking we are, how lacking our government is, especially in response in handling this pandemic. So if we became an active citizen, exercise our right to vote, and really choose the best candidate for the positions that we will elect, it can really change the flow of our country or the growth of our country
Yeah.
again or something like that.
Yeah, and for
Ikaw ba?
me, for me
Mhm.
kasi, before they always say, even before I registered to vote, even when I was a child, I always hear na voting is a right. It is your right to vote for the politicians that you think deserves the seat. But what's happening right now, I don't think that voting is a right. It is more of a responsibility. It is your responsibility to really think kung sino talaga yung dapat mong iboto, kung sino yung karapat-rapat dun sa posisyon na yon. So, I think it is really important na we have knowledgeable registered voters. Hindi sapat na registered voter ka lang. Kailangan you are
Yes.
politically aware and knowledgeable of what's happening with our country. So, yeah, it is really important that we exercise that right and responsibility. Oh my gosh! Medyo,
Like a
medyo madaming brain cells ang nagamit ko doon.
yes. Ako din eh, damandam ako na. Pero yes, we just need this platform. We're just utilizing this platform since we already have this. To just
Yeah.
discuss this important matter.
So, yun na nga. It is important. We all know na it's important. But, how can we do it?
May nakuha ako na source, and this is also the source that I used nung hahanap pa lang din ako on how I will register as a voter. And after discussing this article, we can also share our experiences while voting, right?
Yeah.
While voting.
Registering
We're
pa
registering,
lang.
registering pa lang.
Masyadong advanced.
I'm sorry.
Okay.
So this
Okay.
is an article by ayun yung mag-load. Ayun. This is an article by Rappler. This is how to register to vote in the time of a pandemic, and it was published on November 6, 2020. This is, I think this is still applicable for now. So, first part, preparation. I guess gawin natin after I read the first part, then let's share our
Okay.
yung ginawa natin to prepare.
Okay.
So, yung nakasulat dito is, the first is ensure that you meet the eligibility requirements. First is you have to be a Filipino citizen, at least 18 years old, on or before election day, May 9, 2022. So, yun yung election day, guys, natin. May 9, 2022. And a resident of the Philippines for at least 1 year, and a resident of the place in which you intend to vote for at least 6 months. So second is to find your COMELEC office and book an appointment. Third is print and fill out COMELEC forms at home, and then photocopy your valid ID. So yun yung first part. So ikaw, what did you do ba to prepare until dun sa photocopy?
So first of all, I am born and raised in the Philippines, so I am eligible.
Yeah.
And then, with finding the COMELEC office, at first, I don't know kasi talaga kung saan yung COMELEC office dito sa city namin. So, nagtanong-tanong ako, since my mom is working in the government, I asked her, pero hindi din niya alam kasi sa province nga pala siya.
Provincial capital nga pala yan.
Yeah, and yun, nagtanong-tanong ako sa friends na nakapag-register na, ganon. And then, with preparing my, nag-register pala ako online first. Kasi doon mo makukuha yung, yung COMELEC form. Doon ko nakuha yung COMELEC form. Nagpa-schedule ako ng kung kailan ako pupunta doon sa COMELEC. And then, nung nagpasked na ako, sobrang hirap magpasked. Actually.
Really?
Oo, kasi punuan na kagad yung slots. Like, nagpasked ako ng March. Ang nabigay sa aking date is May. Like, ganon katagal. Tapos yun, edi na-fill up ko na lahat nung kailangan kong i-fill up. Tapos, with the valid ID naman, hindi na ako nahirapan kasi I have a valid ID na. I have a driver's license.
What did you use? Driver's license.
So, it's easier. Kasi medyo kinakabahan ako dun sa student ID natin. Kasi,
yes, kasi hindi siya di ba?
Oo.
Hindi na siya, parang, kumbaga,
Expired
hindi
na siya.
Yes.
Kaya parang medyo
Read out.
okay yan ako na meron akong driver's license.
Okay.
How about you?
Ako naman, same with you. I actually have different experience in scheduling. Pero,
Oh, really?
we are the same na nag-apply muna ako online, which is irehistro.comelec.gov.ph.
Yeah.
I will
That's
put the link below for those na gusto ding mag-apply. And also everything na articles na gagamitin namin for this podcast, I will put it down. So that you have also the references. So dito kasi, basta sinagutan ko lang siya dire-diretso at sa dulo merong schedule an appointment. And nakasulat din doon yung kung ano yung address and kung ano yung date. Luckily for me, sobrang daming slots. Like every day may slots na halos 100. And parang tapos 10 per day or 10 per time. Parang per an hour, 10, parang ganun. So, it was actually easy kasi sabi dito, prepare 1 week for scheduling dun sa article. And ako I prepared 2 weeks kasi parang nag-apply ako ay may klase pa tayo. And then, yung slot na in-schedule ko ay parang after na or parang last week na ng natin. Or yung week ng graduation natin.
Okay.
Yun yung ginawa ko. Tapos, tinapat ko siya. Sabi ko, gusto ko siyang itapat ng weekdays kasi feeling ko, baka pag weekends, baka mas madaming kumuha na slot na yun. So, masyadong
Parang
crowded sa lugar.
sarado naman yung office ng weekends.
Oh, sarado ba?
Oo.
Actually, hindi ko alam. So, ayun. Tapos, yun lang. So, nag-fill up ako dun online and then pinrint ko lang yung yung fill upan ko online. And then, yun lang. Then, nagdala din ako ng valid ID. Ang dinala ko naman ay passport since I already have a passport na hindi ko naman talaga nagagamit for travel. For lang talaga siya. For the sake na meron akong valid ID. So, siguro yun yung masasuggest ko na ID if you're still a minor and you still don't have anything. Pwede nyo gamitin yung passport. Or pwede kayong kumuha ng passport. Although, ang alam ko matagal yung process ng pagkuha niya.
Parang, di ba parang 2 months ata?
Parang,
Pero yun, if hindi pa kayo nakakuha ng kahit anong valid ID, kahit hindi kayo magtra-travel, kumuha kayo ng passport kasi very useful. And ngayon meron ng national ID, so it's easier.
Yes.
Pero hindi ko alam, hindi pa
Ayun,
din ako
yun
nakakuha
pa.
ng national ID.
Next part is registration. Sabi dito, this is more or less for 2 hours. So, dun sa time na ng schedule mo, first is, you will fill up a contact tracing form. Pero ako, mamaya pala. Second is an application review and signature. So, you will go to dun sa booth, something. And then, magsasign ka in front of them, dun sa electoral officer. And then next is logging application into the system, which means ipapasa mo yung application dun sa electoral office and they will log it into the system. Next is biometrics capturing. They will get your digital signature and your fingerprint. And last is stub collection, which yung galing dun sa form, na ibibigay sa inyong form, which is acknowledgement receipt. So, yun lang. Yun lang yung part ng registration. So, what is your experience on the site na or dun sa Comelec office?
Actually, 2 beses akong pumunta sa Comelec office. Kasi yung first
Why?
time, yun talaga yung schedule ko. Yun yung naka-schedule sa iRehistro. Tapos, pagpunta ko doon, sabi nila, wala daw office kasi yung araw na yun pala ay disinfection day nila. So, every Friday, disinfection day nila. Pero, yun yung binigay sa aking sked. So, medyo, ha? Tapos, yun, wala akong nagawa. Bumalik na lang ako. Nung pagbalik ko naman, sobrang daming tao talaga. As in. Kasi, aside from those na nagpa-schedule, merong mga nagwa-walk-in. So, madaming tao na medyo ako bilang takot ako magka-COVID. Talagang takot na takot ako pumunta doon.
Paranoid.
Sobrang paranoid ko kasi mag-isa ako. Tapos yun. Pero yung process naman, sobrang dali lang. Like, mahaba lang yung pila, pero magagets mo kagad lahat ng gagawin. So, hindi ka talaga mahihirapan. Yung lang, sa dulo lang, medyo na-disappoint ako kasi gusto ko ng ID. Gusto ng ID. Parang, ate, ito na po yun. Tapos, yan na yun. Okay po. Tapos, okay. Pero, as in, sobrang dali lang magpa-register to vote.
Dun sa contract tracing na part, there are offices na nagre-require pa na mag-fill up ka before entering the mismong office. Pero, since nga, dun sa first part pa lang, dun sa pag-prepare mo ng documents, may kailangan ka na ding fill upan dun na separate na declaration form, parang COVID-19 self-declaration form na free ka, ganyan. And so, mas napabilis ako dun sa part na yun kasi hindi ko na kailangan mag-fill up. And then, doon naman ang nangyari sa akin, doon sa pagpunta ko doon sa electoral officer, so may pila. Hindi naman kahabaan, like tamang pila lang. So pumila ko doon, wala pang pirma and thumb mark yung form ko. Kasi ang sabi nga dito, in front of the electoral officer. Pero ang pinagawa sa akin, nung ako na umupo, tapos tininan yung form ko, ay tutoy, lagyan mo na ng signature at saka thumb mark muna. So, umalis muna ako, tapos nilagyan ko yung signature, tapos thumb mark. Kasi wala dun sa harap ng officer yung thumb mark and ballpen andun sa ibang table pa. So, parang kailangan ko umalis ng pila. So, medyo kinabahan ako nun kasi nung habang nagpipirma ako, biglang dumami yung tao. Na-shocked ako kasi biglang dumami yung tao. Isang barangay ata kasi yung dumating nun na nakasakay sila ng barangay van Tapos parang tinutulungan kasi sila nung kagawad na sila kasi parang magta-transfer naman ng
voting
registration. So, ayun. So, natakot ako na akala ko kailangan ko pang pumila uli. Good thing. May isang parang may mga nagtatanong din dun sa may pintuan nila kung basta may tao doon na maraming nagtatanong. Tapos yung dun sa mga nagtatanong na yun, nagtanong na rin ako na pwede po bang iabot ko na lang din to kasi nakapila na po ako kanina, pinapapirmahan na lang. So good thing, pinayagan naman ako. So pinasingit nila ako doon. And yun, so actually, madali lang talaga siya na process. And it's easy to catch on naman. As long as tsaka madami naman kayo dun. You can ask if you feel like you're lost. Ganon.
Yeah,
And dun sa
true.
stop collection, sabi nga ni Alter, na-disappoint din ako na wala na palang ibibigay na voter's ID. Na stop lang yung ibibigay. And sabi nila kasi parang wala daw talaga atang ibibigay. Tapos national ID na lang daw talaga yung magiging parang ID. Since nga may national ID na, kumbaga parang centralized na daw kasi yung ID na yun.
Which is nice. Which is nice kasi hindi mo na kailangan ng sobrang daming valid ID, 'di ba? Ako personally, mahilig ako mag-collect ng ID. Kaya yun talaga, na-disappoint talaga ako. Guys, if you're wondering kung bakit magkaiba kami ni Fried ng experience, it's because magkaiba kami ng city.
City, yes.
Yeah. Just saying.
And now, don't forget how to bring alcohol, sanitizer,
Yeah.
your own ball pen.
Yeah, your own ball pen
Yun din.
talaga. That's very important. And don't forget to wear your face mask and face shield.
Face mask and face shield. Yes.
Yeah.
Because they require it. Okay, so let's have a little bit of discussion on what's currently happening with the voters registration.
Okay.
Last July 30, 2021, the COMELEC suspends the voters registration for ECQ areas, which is Metro Manila, Laguna, Iloilo City, and Cagayan de Oro. So, maraming umalma sa pagsususpend. Hindi naman sa pagsususpend. Maraming umalma dahil with the suspension, the COMELEC still decided na hindi nila i-extend yung voters registration. And this was announced August 18, 2021. And may mga senators and organization and groups na nagdi-disagree and saying na dapat i-extend yung voters registration kasi in-extend pa nila yung walang registration until August 30. Since yun yung last day ng ECQ dun sa areas na yun. So, parang nasayang yung 1 month na, parang sinasabi nila na masasayang yung 1 month na walang nagpapa-register and it could affect the number of voters since nga hindi sila nakapag-register for that month. So, what are your thoughts? Do you agree or disagree with the decision of the COMELEC?
I completely disagree because it's not the people's fault na nagkaroon ng ACQ. And parang, yun nga, right ng tao ang bumoto. So parang tinanggalan mo sila ng karapatan. Kasi with that amount of time, kahit sabihin natin na papayagan pa rin naman kayo mag-register basta hanggang September 30, hindi lahat ma-accommodate ng hanggang September 30. So that's one thing. And yun nga, like, I feel like kailangan talaga i-extend. yun yung stand ko. Kailangan siya i-extend. Kasi, there's one news article din na nabasa ko sa Twitter na what they're doing naman is they're trying to extend the registration hours like hanggang gabi. Pero I don't think na ano yun, na sapat yun para makapag-register lahat. So, for me, it's really best na i-extend nila yung dates.
Yes, I agree with what you said. Kahit yung kahit for those areas lang na na-affect nung cancellation.
Sa Metro
delay.
Manila Pro Max.
Pro Max. Basta yung areas na sinabi ko kanina, kahit siguro dun lang sa areas na yun, para lang mabigyan sila ng time. Especially, di ba, parang those areas na nabanggit ko are big, parang populated areas sila and
yeah.
It could really affect kung hindi sila makakapag...
So true.
Yun lang naman.
Yeah, with voting na, okay na. Na-convince na ba namin kayo na madali lang magpa-register? Magpa-register na kayo. Pag nagpunta kayo ng iRehistro, tapos wala ng slots, mag-walk-in kayo kasi pwede namang mag-walk-in. And mabibigyan pa rin kayo ng slots kahit mag-walk-in kayo.
Ang advantage kasi for me pero ang advantage sa akin for me ng online registering is that hindi ka mag-spend ng time a lot outside na hindi mo kailangan mag-fill up ng COMELEC form outside. At least when you're at home, or in the comfort of your home, magpapaprint ka lang nung register mo online. So, I think it's easier.
Yeah, pero dito kasi
And safer.
dito kasi sa city namin, wala nang slots for registration. Like si Irish nag-try siya, pero wala na hanggang September 30 online. So nag-walk-in siya. And na-accommodate pa din naman siya. Madali pa rin naman daw.
Ayun.
So ano pang hinihintay nyo? Register to vote.
Register vote. Yes, it's really important, guys.
Yeah, and once you register to vote, there's a whole new dilemma na kailangan mong pag-isipan. There's a whole new thinking na kailangan mong pagtuunan ng pansin. And it's choosing the candidates that you're gonna vote for.
Yes.
With us kasi, we're new voters. So, I think na we need to really have thoughts about it kasi first time pa lang natin boboto, and I'm gonna ask you.
Okay.
Yeah. What should people consider in choosing a candidate?
Yeah. So this is only, again, a personal opinion. And yes, again, I'm open for criticisms if you ever find yourself disagreeing with me. Okay, nawala yung babasahin ko. Ayan. I think for me is what's important is the character, the and their competence. And I guess confidence. Pero yung confidence kasi hindi naman pwedeng
Puro confidence lang.
Hindi pwedeng puro confidence lang. It's really important with the character and with the competence. I think pinakaano sa akin yung competence eh. Kasi with a competent leader, I think they can help the citizens grow and help the country grow and save us from this hell that we're experiencing right now.
Hindi na niya na-filter yung sarili niya. But it's true.
Yes. Yun lang. Yun lang naman. I think for me, yun yung titingnan ko for the candidates that will go for different positions, electoral positions.
Yeah, that's
Their
nice.
character, their competence, and their confidence. For me, it's really important that I read and read and read about their what platforms they have for this country, and yung kanilang past experiences or backgrounds, kung ano yung mga nagawa nila and how they deal with everything political, economical, financial, because especially yung mga nagawa nila this pandemic, because I feel like it really showed kung ano yung kayang gawin ng candidates or ng officers ngayong pandemic. Nakita kung ano yung kakayahan talaga nila.
That's so true. I agree with everything you said.
You said.
And for me naman, I think it's just the same. It's the platform and background talaga. Kasi kailangan mong makita kung ano na yung nagawa nila at ano pa yung gagawin nila. And another thing na I look for in a candidate is empathy to the Filipino people. It's really important na they know what the Filipino people are really going through. Kasi when you're in that position, I feel like it's hard because nasa taas ka eh, hindi mo alam kung ano yung nangyayari dun sa mga taong nasa baba. And if a candidate has empathy, I feel like they will go through everything to understand the people that they're serving.
Yes. Because, di ba, sabi nila, the best leaders are also the best listeners. They just don't focus on themselves. They
Yeah.
also listen to what the people say. Especially for us, we are a democratic country. So, the leader should
Are
really listen
we?
to us.
Are
I mean,
we?
we should be because that's what we are
Yeah, yeah,
talaga in the first place.
yeah.
Ayun lang.
And
And malapit na nga, since malapit na yung matapos yung voters registration, so mas makikita na natin kung sino yung mga tatakbo. So, kumbaga yung campaign period ay nalalapit na. So, this is one thing that I'm really curious. What are your thoughts? What are our thoughts on the candidates that will use platforms that our generation really use right now? Like, I am siguro, aside from Facebook, Twitter, which they already had, parang ganun. So, they already used it before na. What's new is the use of TikTok and YouTube, especially TikTok. Because I feel like that's what
yeah,
yun yung pinaka nagagamit ng generation natin ngayon.
yeah. I feel like I know na they're really gonna use it if they want to.
Mm,
Kasi siguro naman alam na ng mga politician ngayon na our generation is really hard-headed. Na what we believe in is what we believe in. So, I think they're gonna use those platform to try to kinda be part
para
of,
maging in,
yeah,
ganun.
na parang mas maintindihan natin sila. And I don't think that's a bad idea. I mean, if you're smart, you're gonna do it. But
Yeah.
if politicians are gonna do that, I just want to say to the voters na you shouldn't believe what they say and those platforms. You should also do your research on who they really are and what they have done for our country.
Yes.
Yeah, that's
Tsaka
just my ano.
kumbaga maging critical tayo guys on what we see on the internet. Especially with this political campaign that they will have. Kasi I'm also in for that. Because at least I can see, parang may kita ko kung sino yung mga tumatakbo ganyan. And although, yes, it is a good platform, ang iniisip ko lang, I hope they don't, kumbaga, they still do their best to present themselves parang professionally and not use like they will just dance and just
Oh my
make it as a
God,
political
very,
campaign. Parang
very
hindi na yun tama for me. I think kumbaga gamitin nila yung platform nila na yung social media platform na may lalabas nila yung agenda talaga nila.
yeah, to
Which is
educate.
to educate and to serve the nation, parang ganyan.
Yeah.
Ayun lang. So, just be critical. Yun lang yung for me.
Yeah, because matuto na tayo sa mga nangyari dati.
And, yeah.
I mean,
No name dropping.
I know naman na everyone knows na who that is, the person who won the senatorial election just because of a commercial na he danced.
Yes. Kasi sobrang naging effective sa kanya nun eh.
Walang
Which is not
platform, walang plano. Alam mo yun? And you should really think about that. Because, alam mo, di ba, the thing with social media kasi, once you see the person, parang nagkakaroon ng recall.
True. Kaya naging maganda yung effect sa kanya. Although hindi naging maganda yung effect sa atin.
Yeah. And di ba, like,
Diba?
with our friends, parang nakikita ko na, may mga friends ako nakikita sa Twitter na sinasabi nila na wag niyong i-share yung mga memes about politicians. Wag niyo silang bigyan ng social media platform. Kasi
or ng exposure.
Kasi i-exploit lang nila tayo. Which is so true. Kasi, pag, with people who are less knowledgeable, parang magiging ano lang yun eh. Parang magkakaroon ka ng
Ay, ito pala,
recall.
tumatakbo, ganun.
Oo, yung parang,
Tumatakbo pala to. Ito na lang iboboto ko.
oo, kasi wala
Parang
kang
ganun.
alam eh. Hindi mo kilala yung ibang
Oo.
iboboto mo. Edi, sige, kung sino na lang yung
Nakita
nakikita.
ko,
Oo,
kilala ko,
oo.
ganyan.
Kaya we need to be
Sure.
critical. And as people nga na who knows what's happening with this election thingy, um, wag na natin silang bigyan ng exposure kung alam naman natin na hindi yun yung dapat dapat na exposure
Na
na,
i-share.
oo.
Oo. Or hindi natin dapat i-share sa other people.
Ay, bakit ang bigat? Oh my God.
Pero I feel like this, kahit mabigat yung topic, I feel lighter than last episode.
That's more of our, ano kasi, our turf. So,
Sabagay.
it's kind of, oh. But with this,
True.
kasi parang, it's more on education. So, it's kind of,
Should we continue or not?
meron akong, may naisip ako. Like, actors turning to politicians, like Olympians, Olympians bagang,
Hindi.
athletes
Athletes.
turning into politicians na, are they really credible of the job?
No. Please lang. Parang awa niyo na. Kasi I feel like, I agree with what I read online na kung nakakagawa ka ng ibang bagay aside from public service, parang hindi mo na nagagampanan yung
Public
yung
service.
trabaho mo as a public
Servant.
servant.
Yeah.
Parang ganun.
Kasi, public service is a full-time job. Like, if you're really committed to that job, wala kang pahinga. Na,
True.
kahit hindi na office hours, kailangan mo pa rin magtrabaho kasi hanggat kailangan ka ng tao, kailangan nandun ka.
Dun ka.
That's the thing with public service. And, alam mo yun, like, nagkakaroon ng issue na bakit pag magtratrabaho ka sa Jollibee, minsan kailangan college graduate ka. Pero, yung tatakbong politiko, kahit walang diploma, okay lang. Parang
True. Parang mas
mapapaisip
pataas.
ka.
Oh my God, alala ko. Parang mas sabi nila, mas mataas pa daw yung standard natin sa beauty pageants compare sa politicians.
Diba? And we can talk about that. We can talk about, like, Pinoy prides
True.
and how it affects the election and our government. Do you have any like topic related to that in mind?
I think this is also current, the Olympics that has happened last August 1 ba or 2 hanggang August 8. And we had our first gold.
Yeah.
Diba?
Oh my gosh,
Miss,
kinikilig pa din ako.
we should acknowledge Miss Heidelin Diaz for her gold medal in the 55 kilogram event in the weightlifting competition. July pa pala ito nag-start. Oh my God. Tama, hindi ko talaga alam. Ayun.
And other other Olympians like
I have the names
Nesty
here.
Petasio.
Nesty Petasio, the first Filipino Olympics boxing medalist. And she got
Silver.
silver. And also, Carlo Paalam for
Boxing din.
boxing. Yumir Marshall also for boxing. And he got a bronze medal. Yun lang ba?
Paalam got silver din.
Yeah, yes.
Yeah. And
Ayun, I think yun lang.
yeah, those
nakakuha ng gold.
Olympians
Ng
really,
medals pala.
really, I guess, they really put pride in our country.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yes.
medyo natatakot ako for them, kinda. Because
Ooh, why?
there's a possibility that politicians are gonna use them. Because
Oh,
they're,
yeah.
they're sikat as of the moment.
Moment.
People know their name.
True. Oh. Plus also, di ba, parang naging issue din. Should we say this? Like, Miss Heidelin Diaz na nasama sa matrix ng
Na
government.
red tag siya.
Yes.
Considering that,
So what are your thoughts on
considering that she's from the Philippine Air Force. tapos,
that?
tapos na red tag siya. Parang, nakita mo ba yun? Like, yung nag-trend na 2019 to 2020, naghahanap siya ng support from the government
Yes.
for
Yes,
her
yes.
training and all.
Training.
Tapos, hindi siya binibigyan ng support. Tapos,
True. That's right now.
exactly. Like, right now, nanalo siya biglang, okay, support na lahat. Like, let's give her this, let's give her that. You know, parang, ang plastic.
True. Tsaka,
Napaka-plastic.
it really showed how parang underrated or kulang sa support at sa pansin ang sports community. Especially with this na. Kasi ang alam ko, as far as I know, that this Olympic season na ito yung era na nakakuha ulit tayo ng madaming medals after years and
Yeah.
years and years of joining the Olympics. So I think this should be like an eye-opener for the government na we should also focus on this matter. Aside from other stuff then, at least ibigay natin sa kanila yung deserve nila na support.
Yeah.
At hindi yung sa huli lang tayo nagsusupport kung kailan tapos na ang everything. Kung kailan hindi, parang dapat kasi yung support natin, hindi lang kapag may napatunayan na sila eh. Dapat habang nasa training pa lang sila, we should support them.
Yeah, so that's another thing that you can put into mind na you should also think of trying to you should try to include politicians who anong tawag dito? Na maubusan ako ng words. Parang you should try to include politicians na who support different passions of Filipinos. Because it's not
True.
all about sciences. I mean, we're all for development of our country. We're all for all of those. But we should also develop the sports and arts of the country, I guess.
Yes, arts. Sports and arts.
Oh my God.
Meron ka pa ba dyan?
Kanina we talked about artists and athletes turned politicians. And very recent lang, Senator Manny Pacquiao, meron siyang fight, 'di ba? With
Yes,
with with who?
He fought your Dennis Ugas. I don't know if I'm speaking the name right. Pero he's from Cuba. And he won last Saturday.
Did he?
And yeah, he won.
I thought
Ugas
he
won.
lost.
And Manny Pacquiao lost. Nanalo yung si
The
Ugas.
Cuban.
Yes,
Okay.
and defended the title. Ayun lang. And also, siguro I think we should add also Senator Bong Revilla na meron nga yung teleserye sa GMA.
Oh, really ba?
Also doing a teleserye.
Oh,
I thought you know, that's why sinabi mo kanina na yung mga mga
Hindi,
senator
parang
na
naano lang
artist
ako na madaming ang ganun. Wala kasi akong
pero-
alam sa GMA.
As far as I know, meron siya ngayong
Teleserye.
teleserye.
So, that can cause absences in public service, what they're doing. I don't know. I feel like they have leaves naman. Pero, yung katulad ng sinabi
Still,
mo kanina na na parang, if you can do other things, then, it's not really public service. Is that what you said?
yes.
Yeah, because, I don't know. Public service is a full-time job. I mean, that's also their job. But like, I don't really know, but maybe you can vote for artists naman or athletes if they're really credible.
As long as they're focused on their job. Kasi, for example, I don't know if I'm right or wrong, pero di ba Senator Vilma Santos, recto?
She's not a
Parang-
senator. She's
Ay, hindi
a
pala senator.
congresswoman.
Congresswoman
Yeah.
pala. Pero at least she's a public official and wala na siyang ginagawang
Yeah.
movie stuff,
And Miss Lauren Legarda.
Lucy Tor, charot.
Miss Lauren
yeah.
Legarda was a broadcaster.
Oh, I didn't know that actually.
Yeah, tapos parang when she started public service, she stopped broadcasting.
Yeah. I'm not sure with sa mga sinabi ko kanina, pero ayun.
Napanood ko lang kasi sa Tony Talks. Si Miss Lauren Legarda.
Tony Talks.
I don't know.
Ano
I
ba?
feel like we're just blabbering, but I hope na you learn something kahit super little lang.
Nag-free flow na lang tayo ng conversation nung pahuli na.
Oh,
Walang
parang ano na lang, kung ano na lang maisip natin.
maisip natin.
Podcast namin
But
to.
it's still, at saka at least it's still related pa din naman. And I hope that you guys learned a lot from us. And if you're still not convinced, go do your own research. The internet is free. Kung napapanood nyo to, alam namin may internet kayo. So take time to read about how you will choose a better candidate and what you should look for a candidate and political candidate hindi sa Miss Universe. Kahit alam natin na active ngayon ang Miss Universe.
Yes.
So, ayun. And, yun lang. And also, yes, basta yun lang.
Taasan nyo ang standards nyo sa pamimili ng political candidate. Kung kaya natin taasan yung standards natin sa beauty pageants, kaya din natin taasan ang standards natin sa pamimili ng political candidates.
Yes.
I know we can do it.
Thank you guys for listening to this today, for today's episode.
Yeah, we
Should plug na.
really have had fun.
Yes. Sobrang chill lang ng episode natin today.
And yeah, I guess we're gonna plug na.
Yes.
First of all, you should subscribe to our channel right here, right now. Subscribe na. And
Oo nga guys.
yeah,
Malapit na tayo mag 100 subscribers. It will be a great gift to us. Kung magiging
Kinikilig ako.
100 subscribers tayo before, I guess,
The end of
matapos
the
ang
year.
voter selection. I don't know.
yeah.
Or
And
basta, anytime soon.
and if you don't want watching on YouTube, you can also go on Spotify because we're on Spotify. If you just want to
Yes.
listen and do other things, then we're on Spotify at I have Chika.
Yes.
And for our other social media sites, you can follow us on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. All at I have Chika.
Also, if you have other questions or suggestions or topic suggestions for us in our future episodes, you can message us on those social media accounts and on our Curious Cat.
Yeah.
And my social media accounts are I'm on YouTube, it's Fried Alberg. Instagram, Fried.alberg, and Facebook at friedalberg.creates.
And my social media. Natatawa pa rin ako hanggang ngayon.
Why?
Kasi wala namang sense yung social media. May only SocMed
Oo
site.
nga.
On Instagram, it's at HeyIt'sTay.
Yes. Meron namang sense yun. Nag-update naman kami dun sa stories ni Altair ng mga ganap ng Uy, I Have Chika. So,
Kinda.
kind of. And catch us on our new Chika next week.
This is Uy, I Have Chika. Bye. Vote. Register to vote now.
Yes, yes, yes.